Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Union Aquatic Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for today's Tri-Dual Meet. Hi everybody, Sam Gelfand here for the Union Sports Network. We have an aquatic triple threat tonight, although technically there's actually 6 events going on. That's right, it is Broken Arrow, Union, and Owasso, boys and girls, all competing against each other in a tri-dual. If you're a little lost, don't worry, I think most of us are. We've been told, though, that during the breaks we will be able to try and get scoring for you, so we will keep you as up-to-date as we possibly can. But we're so happy to have you here on the Union Sports Network for our first swimming broadcast of the year. We hope that we'll be able to whet your appetite. Stick around, because in just a couple of minutes after these words from our sponsors, we will be back with our first of 22 events tonight, the girls' 200-meter medley relay. Stick around.
At Coldwell Banker Select, we have the group to meet your commercial real estate needs. The Select Commercial Group. David Roberts can answer all your questions relating to the commercial real estate market, your business operations, and real estate budgets. Sarah Bergeson can help you locate the right commercial property to buy, sell, lease, or rent. Scott Job can provide valuable information regarding property values and lease rates. We treat our clients like family. With properties located all over the state, call us at 918-695-6979. Coldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, proud sponsor of the Union High School Redhawks.
Athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer.
For your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in green country.
Like you, we run
and fish,
hike,
And bike.
we enjoy the mountains
and lakes.
So we know how important
staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians
and therapists
Our groundbreaking treatments
are helping you heal faster.
helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities.
More high schools
And more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
Personalized orthopedic care.
personalized orthopedic care.
treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool, to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at inkwellnation.com.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at the Union Aquatic Center here in Tulsa. Sam Gelfand on the call for the Union Sports Network. We are eagerly awaiting the national anthem before we can get this swim meet underway. Once again, it is between the Union Redhawks, the Broken Arrow Tigers, and the Owasso Rams, a tri-dual, both boys and girls swimming. So just stick around, stick with us, because we should have some exciting swimming action coming up at any moment now.
Macy.
We are just about ready to get underway in tonight's tri-dual matchup between Union, Broken Arrow, and Owasso. Our first of 22 events tonight will be the girls' 200-meter medley relay. In lane 2 will be Team A from Union of Tegan Wilson, Monica McMahon, Macy McLennan, and Haley Boyd. Lane 3 will be Team A from Broken Arrow. That's Brooke Kramer, Lillian Skinner, Camber Eiton, and Lillian Hawksworth. Lane 4 will be Owasso, Kylie Peterson, Isabella Peters, Caitlin McGee, and Chloe Pribble-Taylor. Lane 5, Broken Arrow's Team B. The whistle blows, and we are just about ready to get underway. Of course, we are starting with backstrokes. They will start in the water at the buzzer. And here we go. The 200 medley relay is underway. Team B for Broken Arrow, by the way, is Haley Smith, Angel German, Shelby Alley, and Lily Burks. And so far, things are a little bit neck and neck, but it appears that Broken Arrow Team A is pulling out a small lead. That is, at least according to the heat sheet, Brooke Kramer, who has pulled ahead by about a length. Is now a full length ahead of the rest of her competition. And Broken Arrow is the first to make the changeover, followed by Owasso, followed by Union. And that advantage given off by Brooke Kramer is really benefiting Lily Skinner here. Lillian Skinner, just a freshman, but what a standout swimmer she is as she is navigating the breaststroke. She has pulled out quite a sizable lead. It's up to 2 or 3 lanes at this point. Broken Arrow Team A is dominating right now. Camber Eiton gets into the pool well before just about anyone else could. And at this point, this is just about a one-horse race as we hit the butterfly. Almost half the length of the pool between Broken Arrow Team A, Camber Eiton in particular, and anybody else. It appears that Union Team A is in second place. That's Macy McLennan, who is trying to make up for lost time. But Lily Hawksworth already in the water. The final leg of the 200 medley. Broken Arrow's overall time to beat 2:05.73, so they are not going to hit that this time. But they still should edge out a comfortable victory. This freestyle has hurt Union as Owasso is coming up quickly. Broken Arrow takes the event, 2:23.76. In fact, Broken Arrow's second team finishes 2:25, followed by Owasso, followed by Union. Now we move on to the boys' 200-meter medley relay. And these schools are really going quickly. Lane 2 is Union Team B. Lane 3, Broken Arrow Team A. Lane 4, Union Team A. Lane 5, Broken Arrow Team B. So this is just Union and Broken Arrow in this one. Owasso nowhere to be found, and we are underway. Really impressive how Cade Simpson for Broken Arrow able to stay underwater for so much longer than anybody else. Contributing to why this is a 3-horse race right now. A little bit slow on the turn was Broken Arrow Team B. That's Holden Caruth. It is anybody's race right now between Grant Faulkner, Cade Simpson, and Cameron Jurgensen. Union makes the first change, and Connor Hall is now in the lead. On to the breaststroke now. And while Union had the advantage with the backstroke, they are falling behind in the breaststroke. At Broken Arrow Team A, just like the last event, is asserting themselves. Max Bello, the sophomore, is the first to make the change. Look at them thrash through the butterfly. And look at Caden Weingartner really asserting himself. But Weingartner having a hard time currently shaking Bar Abu Zainidin. And it's just about neck and neck. Trent Knight and Tyler Steffen, two of the most talented swimmers you will see all night, currently dueling it out neck and neck to win this 200 medley relay. It all comes down to this, and it looks like the incredible speed of Tyler Steffen secures it for Broken Arrow. Takes it by 3 whole seconds. Tyler Steffen was a man on a mission in that pool. Union and Broken Arrow, both of their B teams, finish about the same, just 0.3 seconds separating them. But that's 2 events in a row now that Broken Arrow has found themselves ahead. We head now to the girls' 200-meter freestyle. Lane 1 is Lydia Roberts of Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Camber Eiton of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Tegan Wilson of Union. Lane 4, Dorothy Black of Union. And lane 5, Shelby Alley of Broken Arrow. The breathless pace continues here. Camber Eiton asserting a small lead. Pretty much her and Dorothy Black right now. Now Dorothy Black's best time, her seed time, is a 2:59.14. None of the Broken Arrow swimmers actually entered with seed times today. Safe to say that many of these swimmers have certainly swam these heats. We're just not privy to them right now. But once again, lane 2, Camber Eiton. Slowly that gap is starting to close. Not quite a full length of a lead anymore. But Camber Eiton is ahead of Dorothy Black by 2 whole seconds. Shelby Alley third. Wilson fourth. You can see all that on the board in the top right of your screen. That's Eiton you see right now. A textbook turn she makes underwater as well. Clearly, Brianna Davis, the head coach of Broken Arrow, is teaching excellent fundamentals. That being said, I have been told that Union's head coach, Lynn Gorman, has also taught quite a few of these Broken Arrow swimmers through club swimming. So she is certainly familiar with the competition, as Camber Eiton expands her lead to 4 seconds now. Meanwhile, Shelby Alley quickly closing the gap with Dorothy Black. This is the only heat of the 200-meter freestyle for the girls. There will be 2 heats for the boys in just a little bit as we are here at the final turn. It's Camber Eiton's race to lose for the most part. And Eiton takes it with a 2:51. Alley second of the 2:54. Roberts 2:55. It is a clean sweep for Broken Arrow. Gold, silver, and bronze finishes for the Tigers. And now we're right into the boys' first heat of the 200-meter free. Lane 2 is Jesse Sawyer of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Tyler Steffen of Broken Arrow. And lane 4, Evan Marchuka, excuse me. And just think of this heat as an exhibition for Tyler Steffen. You see, Coach Gorman was explaining to me that because Broken Arrow was entered without seed times, they weren't able to seed the event quite as they would have liked. She said she would have loved to have Tyler Steffen in the second heat, but because he didn't have a time, he's in this first one. And he has a full half of a pool's length over everybody else. So really, this is just him showing off. I mean, look at that. He's already at a 59.11. He's about to lap them at this point. That's a full 12 seconds ahead of the second place, which, of course, is Jesse Sawyer. Marchuka in third. Tyler Steffen, a senior, Coach Gorman said he has by far the most experience on this Broken Arrow team, and he is an absolute standout. Clearly, I mean, just use your eyes and you can see it. He is about to lap them, I think. At least lap Marchuka. And he is done just 2 seconds after Marchuka makes his second to last turn. A 2:05, which just looking at the seed times for the second heat would have obliterated everybody. The fastest seed time for Union is Logan Hall with a 2:22, and he's got 15 seconds on him. Jesse Sawyer pulls up 25 seconds later. And now it's time for heat number 2. In lane number 1, Bar Abu Zainadine for Union. Lane number 2, Nicholas Reich for Union. Lane 3, Caden Tyler for Owasso. Lane 4, Logan Hall for Union. Lane 5, Cameron Jurgensen for Union. And lane 6, Caden Weingartner for Broken Arrow. And one of the things you just have to love about swimming is listen to the teammates. They get so loud in here. They are so supportive of their fellow swimmers. You just got to love that kind of camaraderie, that teamwork. As Caden Weingartner has a 1 second lead, about a half a second, who's counting? Broken Arrow in first, Owasso second, Union third. Looks like it's really down between Caden Tyler and Caden Weingartner. They're both named Caden. They spell their names differently. One has a Y, one does not. And indeed, it's neck and neck. Tyler has taken the lead over Weingartner. But Logan Hall not too far behind now. Got to give it to Owasso, though, purely by nature of them using the ram's horn from the football helmet. They do have the coolest swim caps, I would say, out of the three teams in the pool right now. Tyler in the lead, Weingartner 3 seconds behind, followed by Hall, who is 3 seconds behind him. Separation is becoming clearer. And this pool is starting to come unglued. Caden Tyler finishes in first with a 2:14. Weingartner just 3 seconds behind him. Caden Tyler can take a deep breath after that. And now the pool starting to come to a rest after that outpouring of support. Logan Hall finishes third with a 2:22. That is a new best for Logan Hall. His previous was 2:22.90. Now it's 2:22.29. Also, Caden Tyler's previous best was a 2:15.34, so he has just smashed that by half a second. That's rapid improvement considering this is only the second meet of the year. On to event number 5 now, the girls' 200-meter individual medley. Just one heat of this. Lane 1, Angel German for Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Emma Williams of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Monica McMahon of Union. Lane 4, Caitlin McGee of Owasso. Lane 5, Lily Burks of Broken Arrow. Lane 6, Haley Smith of Broken Arrow. But right now, Union is looking for their first victory as we start with the butterfly, and Monica McMahon has a lead of about a length. First turn at 34.9. The second is Caitlin McGee of Owasso at a 38.9. Lily Burks at a 42.28. Emma Williams at a 42.90. 46.59 for Angel German. Monica McMahon, a senior, swam at States last year for Union. And that experience and that talent is certainly on display as they go to the backstroke. McMahon legging out a sizable lead now. 1:17 as she heads to the breaststroke. McMahon's seed time a 2:41.66, so that's what she's shooting for here. 1:24.11 for Caitlin McGee. Her best is 2:53.39. All of these teammates cheering them on in the pool. It is so loud in here. McMahon slowing down, it looks like, a little bit with the breaststroke, but she's able to make her fourth and final turn at 2:05 as she heads into the freestyle. Of course, the individual medley, an event that is not only just about technique, but about stamina. It's not quite an endurance event, but you certainly have to have some sort of endurance to be able to make all these turns, as McMahon is the first to make that turn by far. Almost 15 seconds ahead. Monica McMahon blows this pool wide open at 2:42.54. That is about 1 second behind her best time as well, and really that's shocking considering her best time is a second faster than that, and look at everyone else she's left in the dust. Caitlin McGee in second with a 2:59. Bad at math. What is that, 17 seconds? If I got that wrong, find me on Twitter and complain. Emma Williams, a 3:19, 3:20 for Lily Burks, 3:22 for Angel German. And now we head to the boys' individual medley. Just one heat of this. Lane 1, Carson Sams for Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Caden Snyder of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Trent Knight of Union. Lane 4, Connor Hall of Union. Lane 5, Max Bello of Broken Arrow. Max Bello, one to look out for Broken Arrow. As Coach Gorman of Union says, this is a kid who shows a lot of promise. And clearly she knows her stuff because Bello is in the lead. He's just a sophomore, and he's the first to make a turn at 32.10. Followed by Trent Knight of Union at 34.3, 34.4 almost, followed by Connor Hall of Union at 36.3, Carson Sams, and then Caden Snyder. And it's with events like this where you see a 2-second lead, and those 2 seconds can really grow into a 10-second, 15-second. Every moment counts, especially on the turns. In swimming, you got to think of your turns almost kind of like your free throws in basketball. It is your basic fundamental, and it will make or break your performance in a meet. Bello now at a 1:12, so he's grown that lead from 2 seconds to 3 over Trent Knight. Now on to the breaststroke. Connor Hall in a distant third at 1:24. Now keep in mind, everybody, that we will get our first break, a 10-minute break, after the 50-meter freestyle, at which point we will attempt to run over to the scorer's table and see if we can make any sort of sense of the 6 meets going on at once. And we will try to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information we can. But to be honest, I think even the coaches here would rather just tabulate it at the end and be done with it then. We're on to the freestyle, though, and Bello still a comfortable lead. He's moved that lead from 3 seconds all the way to 6 seconds. Yes, that's how long it takes me to do basic arithmetic. And as we approach the end of this, Max Bello, the sophomore, is making a splash. A 2:35.42. Followed by Trent Knight, who takes second at a 2:40.42. Knight just a half second shy of his best time, but once again, almost everyone in this race is a freshman or a sophomore. There's a lot of young talent on display here. Connor Hall finishes third, a 2:55. That is his new best by 7 seconds. So even though Max Bello may have won the event, I mean, Connor Hall has to be the one who we really give props to as well. A 7-second improvement is amazing. Now we're on to the 50-meter freestyle. There'll be 3 heats of this for the girls, 2 heats for the boys. Just 3 swimmers in this first heat. Lane 2 is Jasmine Odedayo for Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Lillian Glenn for Owasso. And Lane 4, Eden Brooks for Broken Arrow. We are underway. Reaction time's just about even. And Odedayo is pulling ahead. Just look at Odedio's technique on the bottom of your screen. She attacks the water with a ferocity that the other two swimmers do not have. Odedio, just a freshman, and if she's got technique like that right now, I shudder to think of how fast she'll be when she's a senior. And Odedio takes it by almost a full second, 39.27, and in a 50 free, almost a full second is a massive margin. Now we head to heat number 2. Lane 1 is Maddie Richardson of Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Gabby Baker of Union. Lane 3, Lillian Hawksworth of Broken Arrow. Lane 4, Isabella Sang of Broken Arrow. Of Owasso. And lane 5, Ellie Hendrickson of Broken Arrow. And as is tradition, those middle lanes asserting themselves. Looking like Hawksworth and Sang. Hawksworth pulling out a small lead. But unless something happens, she's got it in the bag. 32.72, a 1 second lead over Isabella Sang, who has about a half second over Hendrickson from Broken Arrow as well. That was great teamwork, or great sportsmanship you just saw between Broken Arrow and Owasso, between Sang and Hawksworth. A lot of these swimmers are so familiar with each other from all the competition that they have against each other that sometimes you just see friendly rivalries. Sometimes it's not even rivalries, they're just friends. Getting set up for heat number 3 now of the 50 free. A full 6 lanes in this one. Lane 1 is Haley Boyd of Union. Lane 2, Alana Seaton of Owasso. Lane 3, Chloe Pribble-Taylor of Owasso. Lane 4, Isabella Peters of Owasso. Lane 5, Kylie Peterson of Owasso. And Lane 6, Hannah Wen of Union. Pribble-Taylor eking out a lead now. And she is the first to make the turn by a comfortable margin. It is Chloe Pribble-Taylor's race to lose. However, Isabella Peters gaining on her fast. Pribble-Taylor, though, able to grow that gap to a 29.77, a 2 second lead over Peters. And that's still almost a full second off of her best. So now it's time for the boys 50-meter free. There will be 2 heats of this. Heat 1. In lane 1 is Kate Simpson of Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Landon Richardson of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Jacob Johnson of Union. Lane 4, Ethan Hawksworth of Broken Arrow. And lane 5, Nick Garcia of Broken Arrow. And you can hear the thunder from this freestyle relay. Well, it's not a relay, but this freestyle competition, I should say. And there is a comfortable leader in this one. Cade Simpson has a full length. And he takes it 28.51. There wasn't much of a chance. Nick Garcia second with 32.13. Once again, a 1-2-3 finish for Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow, by the way, has brought about twice as many swimmers as Union. So we head to heat number 2 now. In lane 1, Israel Jimenez of Owasso. Lane 2, Benjamin Hopper of Owasso. Lane 3, Sam Soups of Owasso. Lane 4, Caden Tyler of Owasso. Lane 5, Vaughn Hearn of Owasso. Lane 6, Quinton Rowland of Union. So this is basically all Owasso in this, except for lane number 6. And by seed times, we want to be looking at Sam Soups and Caden Tyler in lane 3 and 4. And that prediction seems to be coming true. It is neck and neck, anyone's race to win. And they give it to Soups. 0.2 seconds separating Soups and Tyler. That's a pretty super heat, I gotta say. The Rams came out of the gate swinging. Matter of fact, on the heat sheet, Quentin Rowland is listed there for Union, but he wasn't on the board, so he might not have even been in this one. It's time for our first 10-minute break of the competition, though, as we're going to take a quick breather, then head to the girls' 100-meter butterfly out of the break, and in the meantime, you will probably see me walking as fast as I can, because no running at the pool, but walking as fast as I can to try to figure out who's winning this thing. They will blow the whistle at me, our producer Andy Irwin says, if they see me running. So, enjoy this wide shot, look to the left of your screen, and we'll see how this goes. Sam Gelfand here for the Union Sports Network. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this broadcast of the Union Sports Network. Thank you so much for joining us here. Sam Gelfand for the Union Sports Network. We just got our first results for this tri-dual meet. There are 6 different meets going on, and you can see them right here. There's a little bit, there's a lot going on right now. It's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors thing. In the men's competition, Union is beating Owasso 33-21. Broken Arrow is beating Union 43-18. Broken Arrow is beating Owasso 39-15. Now moving on to the women's competition, Owasso is beating Union 27-21, so it is very close competition there. Broken Arrow has a sizable lead over Union, though, 46-16, and Broken Arrow also has a lead over Owasso, 37-22. Like I said, it's rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, Tigers. They're in the lead right now. That's all you got to know. That's just about all we figured out, because usually you only have 2 sets of scores on a broadcast and not 6. That being said, in just a few minutes, we'll be back with event number 9 out of 22 in this meet, which will be the girls' 100-meter butterfly. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are off on the girls' 100-meter butterfly, event number 9 of 22 here on the Union Sports Network. Lane 1 is Kaylee Garcia of Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Shelby Alley of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Macy McClennan of Union. Lane 4, Caitlin McGee of Owasso. Lane 5, Chloe Hodge of Broken Arrow. And right now it is McClellan, who also swam at States last year. Really, those are the 2, McClellan and McMahon, that Coach Lynn Gorman says you got to be watching out for. And right now, how can the other swimmers not watch out for them? Because she's right in front of them. A 3-second lead over second place. And McClellan just keeps going. First to make the turn by about 2 lanes. McClellan asserting her dominance in the butterfly. Still about a 2-length lead over the second-place swimmer, Caitlin McGee. And McClellan takes it, about a second behind her personal best. McGee, though, with a very impressive improvement, going from a 131.79 to a 125.33. Shelby Alley comes in third for Broken Arrow. Is this the first time we've seen a 1-2-3 finish where it's all three different schools? Might be. Time for the heat 1 of 2 now for the boys' 100-meter butterfly. Once again, because of the lack of seed times from Broken Arrow, all three swimmers in this heat are Broken Arrow. Max Bello in lane 2, Caden Snyder in lane 3, Kate Simpson in lane 4. We already saw Max Bello just absolutely destroy in his last event. And he does have a lead here as well. This, by the way, means that in Heat 2, it'll be all Union and Owasso. Bello has widened his lead, and he just keeps going. Butterfly is the hardest form of swimming to do, and look how effortlessly Bello makes it look. Taking advantage of all that time under the water, too, not breaking the surface tension, allowing himself to go just that little bit quicker can make a big difference, and he is truly attacking the water. In fact, you see kind of two different hand techniques when it comes to the butterfly, but look how Bello is kind of pushing the water down as he moves forward. Some swimmers prefer to almost use like a knife-like motion with their hands, but Bello pushing it aside and pushing his way to victory with a 1:14. You cannot catch this tiger by tail or otherwise. A full 12 seconds ahead of Caden Snyder. Now it's time for Heat 2 of 2. Lane 2 is Nicholas Reich of Union. Lane 3, Grant Faulkner of Union. Lane 4, Abu Zain Adine. And lane 5, Benjamin Hopper of Owasso. I promise I will get that name right by the end of this. Abu Zain Adine. Abu Zain Adine. But it is Faulkner who has the lead for Union right now. Grant Faulkner with about a length of a lead in lane 3. And he's the first to make the turn by quite a while. Almost 4 full seconds. Grant Faulkner is on a roll. And if there's something to look at with Faulkner's butterfly technique, watch his legs. He is kicking so much more than the other 3 swimmers in the pool. It's almost a dolphin-like motion. And I may be no swim expert, but clearly this is bringing him success. So he finishes about 4 or 5 lanes ahead of the second place finisher, a 1:12.25. 6 full seconds. And by the way, Grant Faulkner just beat his best time by 4 seconds, in addition to that sort of dominance over the rest of the competition. Now we move on to the first of 2 heats of the girls' 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Haley Boyd of Union. Lane 2, Lily Burks of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Hannah Wen of Union. Lane 4, Eden Brooks of Broken Arrow. Lane 5, Jasmine Odedayo of Broken Arrow. Lane 6, Lydia Roberts of Broken Arrow. They're off to the races. and they're just starting to assert leads now. It's Lily Burks who is edging it out over the competition. And that edge has now turned into a full-blown lead. Lily Burks looks relatively unstoppable so far. There's still another turn to go. 37:49 is her halfway point. Followed by Haley Boyd of Union and Eden Brooks of BA. Right now, Broken Arrow a sizable lead over Union in the overall point totals in the women's competition. And this will not help their case, but that if Boyd can clutch out a second place finish. Lily Burks takes it comfortably, 1:16.74. Sit back, relax a while. It's going to be a bit before anyone else catches up. That's 15 seconds over Haley Boyd. That's unfair. And now it's time for the second girls' heat. This is almost entirely Owasso except for lane 6. In lane 1, Elizabeth Carroll of Owasso. Lane 2, Abby Wilson of Owasso. Lane 3, Chloe Pribble-Taylor of Owasso. Lane 4, Alicia Rodriguez of Owasso. Lane 5, Isabella Sang of Owasso. Lane 6, Gabby Baker of Union. So, geez, I wonder which school's going to win this one. But right now it is Chloe Pribble-Taylor. We saw her dominate in her last time out, and once again, this is her race to lose. Just in the seed times, she has about 12 seconds over everybody else. And this seems to be a common theme here as Pribble-Taylor already a 3-second lead over Abby Wilson. The first to make a turn by about a third of the pool. Pribble-Taylor, however, does not look like she's going to be taking it easy as she cruises to a finish, a 1:07. By her measure, that might actually be a little bit easy because that's 3 seconds off her best, but full 9 seconds or so ahead of Abby Wilson. So that wraps up event number 11 of 22. That is our halfway point in this tri-dual swim meet between Union, Owasso, and Broken Arrow. The next time we'll be able to bring you a score update, by the way, is after event number 16, but this is event number 12. The first of 2 heats in the boys' 100-meter freestyle. Lane 1, Jacob Johnson of Union. Lane 2, Cale Dowers of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Dustin Allen of Union. Lane 4, Evan Marchuka of Broken Arrow. And lane 5, Gavin Garcia of Broken Arrow. And this is around the point where Coach Gorman was telling me during the first break that this may be a bit of a manpower issue in a meet like this because Union has about 15 to 20 swimmers total. Broken Arrow brought 30 with them. Over 30, I believe. 17 on the girls, 14 on the boys, if I remember doing my math correctly when I put these notes together. And so Coach Gorman is saying, sure, we can take on Broken Arrow if there's 15 of them and 15 of us. But there's 15 of us and 30 of them. That becomes a lot more difficult. Right now it's Garcia all the way in lane 5, ahead by 2 lengths, and takes it 1:09. Almost neck and neck where Allen endures. And now we're ready for Heat 2. This is all Union in Owasso. In Lane 1, Brandon Bucker of Owasso. Lane 2, Sam Brooks of Union. Lane 3, Sam Soups of Owasso. Lane 4, Israel Jimenez of Owasso. Lane 5, Vaughn Hearn of Owasso. Lane 6, Quinton Rowland of Union. And once again, Sam Soups comes out well in front. Starting to become pretty clear who the superstars are in this swim meet. Soups makes that turn almost a third of the pool before anyone else. Full 5 seconds ahead of Sam Brooks of Union, who's currently in second place. And Sam Soups about to cruise to the finish. Any event that Sam Soups is in, the Owasso Rams are on a rampage. A 1:01 finish for Soups. Just barely missing his best time. Brooks, though, beats his by a whole 5 seconds. So that is a happy second place finish. And now we head to the big one. Girls 400-meter freestyle. This will likely be the longest event that we will see today, this exact heat as well, as it's heat 1 of 2. All 3 are from Broken Arrow. Brooke Kramer of Broken Arrow, Kaylee Garcia of Broken Arrow in lane 3, and then lane 4 is Haley Smith of Broken Arrow. You'll start to see some real separation here, as in the long distance swims, you'll see differences of 30 seconds or so. But right now, Brooke Kramer is coming out and looking good. The 400-meter free is one of the most difficult races to swim because, yes, it's freestyle. Technique-wise, it may not be quite as hard as, say, a butterfly event. But simply trying to manage your stamina is incredibly difficult. It's something that really you have to be a special distance swimmer in order to succeed in an event like this. You throw someone in who's used to swimming the 50 free, they're going to struggle in the 400 free because they're used to coming out in a sprint, whereas this is truly a marathon. So it's not just about going quickly, but it's about how much effort do you exert at any given time. And from the 400 free swimmers that I have spoken to, you're always saving a little extra something for the end. You want to make sure that you don't have too much of a gap between your opponents, but you always want to make sure that you're able to come back at the very last moment if need be. And Brooke Kramer has half a pool's length of a lead right now, and that's probably only going to grow in the next 3 minutes or so. $157.90 on that turn. This is where we get to sit back and relax a little bit during the swim meet. How are you all doing out there? I hope you're having a great day today. Great weather this week, that's true. I mean, I don't know. Did it go up like 40 degrees? So I swear there was a low of like 30-something the other day, and now it's 80 degrees outside. You wouldn't know it inside of this pool, though, because it is extremely hot and humid in here. Which, speaking of, the humidity is something that can really affect athletic competition as well, because I grew up in Florida, and growing up in Florida, I mean, the air is basically soup. And when you're trying to be an athlete and you're breathing in water molecules with the oxygen, it can be hard for your lungs to oxygenate, and it can be hard to get your breath back. So really, that just makes it even more impressive what these swimmers are able to do here. As Brooke Kramer, by the way, is about to lap her opponents. Now, I guess breathing in soup isn't necessarily that big of a change for a swimmer when you're used to breathing in water, but it is not cool in this pool, I will tell you that much. It's got to be at least 80 degrees in here, if not more. You know, it's a shame we're not going to get any use of that diving board today. I'm not getting on the diving board. I can't do that. Last time I tried to do a flip into the pool, I hit the water back first. I've got a video of it. It's hilarious. So once again, slow and steady winning this race. And there's a cowbell to indicate final lap for Brooke Kramer. Interesting that they use a cowbell here. You know, it's inventive. Not against the regulations. It's Oklahoma. When I was calling swimming in New York, they just had lap boards that they would put in the water so you could see it underwater. Well, they've got it on the other side. Well, then I guess you got the board and a cowbell, and then it's like, well, you can't mistake that now. Now you definitely got to know which lap you're on. As Brooke Kramer is cruising into a comfortable finish, 5:19.23. And only just now are the other swimmers approaching their final laps. Brooke Kramer, a comfortable victor in this event. Haley Smith now eyeing second place. As Kaylee Garcia is now onto her final lap. We talked about separation. That's 40 seconds between Brooke Kramer and Kaylee Garcia, and Garcia's not even done. Haley Smith cruises in a full minute later. Now Kaylee Garcia's got one more length of the pool to go. You know, the nice thing about the 400 free is it is a really nice change of pace compared to the breathless pace of many of the other events. What's our word of the day, our producer Randy Irwin? Whatever I just said. Breathless? I can bring out other words of the day. I've got plenty of them. Get to heat 2 now. Lane 2 is Isabella Peters of Owasso. Lane 3, Monica McMahon of Union. Lane 4, Macy McClellan of Union. Lane 5, Lily Skinner of Broken Arrow. Based on seed times alone, Monica McMahon is the favorite to win this one. And just look at the difference between the pacing of Heat 1 and Heat 2. These are some true distance swimmers here. It is Skinner who is developing the lead, though. Skinner, just a freshman, currently outpacing the former state competitors in McClellan and McMahon. Now you got me thinking of what my word of the day will be. Yeah, I've got time. I've got plenty of time. Actually, I think I've got one. Because it was Coach Gorman of Union who told me that Lily Skinner, the freshman for Broken Arrow, is a standout. Which, in my eyes, it looks like that was a perfect prognostication. There's your word of the day. Prognostication means a guess, a prediction. You didn't see that. Right now, McClellan just behind McMahon and Peters just behind those two, but Skinner really is the standout in this race right now. I keep saying standout, by the way, because that is the exact word of Coach Gorman. She called Skinner a standout. Speaking of standing out, can you believe that it's 80 degrees in November? That you could go swimming outside right now? Well, let's be honest, Andy. Every person's private pool is pretty cold. That's just how pools work. I've never seen a pool in someone's house that was ever warm. Well, I mean, you've got to, yeah, there's the heater, but it's not like it's just ambiently like that. I just applaud you for getting some use out of your pool. Of course, the funny thing growing up in Florida is that everyone's got a pool in their backyard, but then there's a lake behind that. But you don't want to swim in the lake because that's where the gators are. I will say that's one of the few stereotypes that is true, is if you ask someone from Florida, so how often you get a gator in your pool, they'll usually say, a couple of times a year, but we get more snakes than we do gators. Skinner at a 3:47 on this turn. And we're starting to see them slow down just a little bit after that rapid start. And we're really seeing these swimmers separate now. 15 seconds between McMahon and McClellan. Last lap now, and coming up after this is the boys 400-meter free. Skinner at a 4:25 right now. McMahon a 4:36. So really, this is a closer race than you might expect. But over the length of 400 meters, that separation just becomes so much. And Skinner comes in hot, 5:01.65. Monica McMahon finishes second, 13 seconds behind, which in the grand scheme of a 400-meter free is actually pretty close. McClellan in third of the 5:31. Really, a 15-second separation between all of these swimmers is pretty impressive, actually. Isabella Peters finally comes in. And that should wrap up the girls' 400 free. Time for the one and only heat of the boys' 400-meter free. The Rams do not have any entrants in the 400-meter free. Lane 1 is Trent Knight of Union. Lane 2, Caden Weingartner of Broken Arrow. Logan Hall in lane 3 for Union. Lane 4, Jesse Sawyer of Broken Arrow. And lane 5, Tyler Steffen of Broken Arrow. Tyler Steffen with a comfortable lead right now. And when it comes to a 400-meter free, the start is everything. Since things separate so much over the course of this race, everything comes down to how you start it. Tyler Steffen remaining in the lead here. A 1:41.60 on that first turn. And you know, so far this tracks, because if you think about a tiger versus a red hawk versus a ram, the tiger is the best in the water. Tigers can swim. They swim fairly well. Birds typically cannot swim unless they're a duck or a goose. And rams, I mean, rams live in the mountains. How much water can they come across? Do rams swim? If you know if rams swim, find me on Twitter and complain. Exactly. Yeah, someone give me some proof. Do rams swim or not? I mean, I've got time in the 403. I could go to Wikipedia. I mean, it's fun sometimes to think about, like, if teams, if their mascots were like real things, who would win in a fight, you know? In that sense, I feel like the Red Hawks would only have a disadvantage because of pure size. I think if they're all scaled up, then the Red Hawks would do pretty well. But you would need a giant Red Hawk or a very small tiger. Oh yeah, by the way, there's swimming going on. It is the 400-meter free. Steffen's still in the lead at a 3:30. And I just want to point out, while I've got a moment, look at Steffen's technique. He is so aerodynamic in the way that he is barely moving the water with each of his strokes. The more chaotic the water, the more disordered the technique. And by keeping it so relatively clean, I mean, obviously you're going to have some splashing. That's just naturally how water works. By keeping it relatively clean, he is minimizing his water resistance, and therefore he is moving further in the water. He's able to do it more effortlessly. In a race like the 400 free, besides stamina, second most important consideration is technique. Because stamina and technique will beat out sheer speed in an event this long. And by the way, there's Tyler Steffen finishing up at a 4:39.58. And I also want to point out that his swim cap wasn't even covering all of his hair. He could have been even faster if he was more aerodynamic and he got all of his hair in there. Second place is Weingartner with a 4:58. Logan Hall of Union comes in third of the 5:03. And yeah, we've reached the point in the 400 free where we're talking about like thermodynamics and whatnot. Trent Knight bringing up the rear, but not the worst thing. That is his first time ever swimming the 400 free. Sometimes you just got to get some experience, and you bet the next time he does it, it'll be even faster. So now we have another relay. This time the girls' 200 freestyle relay. 5 teams in this. Now keep in mind, coaches can actually change out the members of each team during the relay right up until the point that they get on the starting block. So the information we have is most likely accurate, but not guaranteed. Owasso Team B is in lane 1, Owasso Team A is in lane 2, Union Team A is in lane 3, Broken Arrow Team A in lane 4, and Broken Arrow Team B in lane 5. And right now, Owasso Team A in the lead, though it is a slim one. Owasso B and Union A giving them a run for their money. Of course, you're not going to see separation like we did in the 400 free. But after that turn, it does look like there's pretty close competition between Owasso and Broken Arrow. Owasso the first to make the change. 108.77 on that changeover. Which means I believe that is Isabella Peters who is in the lead for Owasso, and then Chloe Pribble-Taylor is going to come in fourth and close this one out for the Rams. That will be hard for Broken Arrow to overcome. And just look at Pribble-Taylor go. Chloe Pribble-Taylor, an absolute machine out there. She says, hey, you mess with the Rams, you get the horns. 156. That improves Owasso's best time by 3 full seconds. And Owasso had the lead in most of that race, but it was Pribble-Taylor at the end who really sealed the deal. Second place also Owasso, but by 20 seconds. A lead like that in a 200-meter freestyle relay, that is absolutely uncouth. Could be another word of the day. Boys 200-meter freestyle relay coming up now. Lane 1, Broken Arrow Team B. Lane 2, Union Team A. Lane 3, Broken Arrow Team A. Lane 4, Owasso Team A. Lane 5, Union Team B. And after this, the 16th event, we will have our second 10-minute break, where you will once again see me race walk over to the scorer's table and tell you who is in the lead in this tri-dual. Boy, that's a lot of numbers. Union looking good in this one, but so is Owasso. And Coach Gorman told me before this event that there's a lot of inter-team competition going on right now, as there are a couple of different swimmers. As Union takes the lead, for instance, Faulkner and Jurgensen are competing against each other in the relay because there are only so many swimmers who can make it to regionals and then to states. And this is Coach Gorman's way of saying, all right, prove to me which one of you is going to take that. And Union makes the changeover. I believe that's Sam Brooks in there now. And it'll be Cameron Jurgensen to finish it out. That's about a 3-length lead for Union right now. So they come in at 1:33.55, and Cameron Jurgensen is going to have to seal the deal. Jurgensen, a berserker out there. Rallying support from the Redhawks faithful, but Owasso is quickly finding their way to second place by half a second. Union takes it in a scorcher. Cameron Jurgensen able to clutch it out at the very last minute. Able to fight with everything he had, and that was an impressive finish. Owasso comes in second by half a second. Broken Arrow in third by 4 seconds. Time for our second 10-minute break of the swim meet. That was event number 16. We have 22. So in 10 minutes, we will have the girls' 100-meter backstroke. But before that, I'm going to try and find out who is winning in this tri-dual meet, and I will come back as soon as I have those answers for you. Sam Gelfand here for the Union Sports Network. Thank you so very much for sticking with us here. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, change of plans. It seems that we are skipping the break and going straight into event number 17, the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Heat 1 of 2 coming up now. In lane 2 is Brooke Kramer of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Camber Eiten of Broken Arrow. And lane 4, Lily Hawksworth of Broken Arrow. So much for the 10-minute break. Well, either way, Kramer in the lead for the Tigers, as there's only 3 Tigers in this race. One of them's going to win. There also seems to be a timing error on the board. They have continued from the relay, it seems. So you're not going to want to trust your eyes on this one. Thank you, our producer, Andy. But Brooke Kramer still in the lead. Someone is hand delivering us results, though. How about that? Table service. So the good news is I have the results through event 16. In the men's category, Union is leading Owasso 73-36, a very comfortable lead. Broken Arrow is leading Union 73-50, and Broken Arrow is leading Owasso 75-35. In the women's category, Owasso is leading Union 61-40. Broken Arrow is leading Union 89-34, and Broken Arrow is leading Owasso 66-54. So right now, this is all Broken Arrow in this meet, but Union over Owasso in the men's category. So now we go for heat number 2 of the 100-meter backstroke. Lane 2 is Kylie Peterson of Owasso. Lane 3, Dorothy Black of Union. Lane 4, Tegan Wilson of Union. And lane 5, Chloe Hodge of Broken Arrow. Right now it's anybody's race. This first turn could be a big determiner of who takes this. And it looks like Dorothy Black came out the better for it. She's neck and neck with Peterson. Like I said earlier in this meet, it is all in the turns. And Black first to turn with a textbook one as well. And she's able to use those turns to create distance between her and Kylie Peterson. The backstroke may be a bit of a recreational stroke in the pool, but in this pool right now, it is a very serious event as Peterson starting to fall behind, giving way to Chloe Hodge. Dorothy Black, though, still in the lead. As we come down to the finish, Hodge coming out of nowhere. Chloe Hodge trying to clutch it out. It's anybody's race. And Black takes it by 0.3 seconds. Kylie Peterson couldn't finish that one out, and Chloe Hodge had a little bit left in the tank. Now it's time for the boys' 100-meter backstroke. Heat 1 of 2. This first heat, all Broken Arrow. Lane 1, Ethan Hawksworth. Lane 2, Ethan Hawksworth. Lane 3, Holden Carruth. Lane 4, Cale Dowers. And Carruth with the best reaction time of all of them. And he got such a good jump off of the block that has really created the lead you see here. The first to turn by a second or two. By the way, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to join us here on the Union Sports Network. Sam Gelfand on commentary, Andy Irwin, our director and producer. 2 Union students as well here on the broadcast, manning the cameras. It is a dual professional and amateur school-run production here at the Union Sports Network, helping these high school students get plenty of reps. It is Natalie and Sydney who are on the camera today for the Union Sports Network. They're getting plenty of real-world experience, excellent repetitions, and what I believe is the best high school broadcast in Oklahoma. And I'm not just saying it because I'm on it. Maybe a little, but it is the best. And speaking of the best, Holden Carruth comes in first with a 1:18.17. Now the question is, who will come in second? Dowers has a lead of 1 length. Hawksworth lets up a little bit at the finish. Time for heat 2 of 2 now. This is all Union in Owasso. Lane 2 is Connor Hall of Union. Lane 3, Cameron Jurgensen of Union. Lane 4, Grant Faulkner of Union. Lane 5, Brandon Bucker of Owasso. This should be an exciting one. Jurgensen and Faulkner, as we have discussed, are really in competition during this particular meet, and their best times in the backstroke only 1 second apart from each other. They are the two clear favorites, both on paper and in practice right now. Jurgensen and Faulkner. Jurgensen barely edging it out. He does have the 1 second better time of the two swimmers. Jurgensen, Faulkner, so closely matched. Yeah, it's like synchronized swimming. Well, actually, no, now their strokes are a little bit separate. This would not be making the Olympics. But as a 100-meter backstroke, oh, it's great. And Faulkner takes it 1:15 to 1:16.5 from Jurgensen. Jurgensen just shy of his best ever time, and Faulkner breaks his by 2.5 seconds. Connor Hall comes in third. He beats his best time by 3 seconds, and Brandon Bucker will finish it out. Time for event number 19, the girls' 100-meter breaststroke. Only one heat of this. Lane 1 is Alana Seaton of Owasso. Lane 2, Angel Germain of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Abby Wilson of Owasso. Lane 4, Lily Skinner of Broken Arrow. Lane 5, Emma Williams of Broken Arrow. No Union swimmers in this one. And as always, any event that Lily Skinner is in, she appears to be a favorite. And once again in Lane 4, Lily Skinner is prodigious. Once again, when you are watching Lily Skinner in Lane 4 dominating the competition, please keep in mind she is a freshman. What you are looking at right now is a future state champion. Please quote me on this in 4 years. I bet my prediction will stand up. Excuse me, I should use my word of the day. Quote my prognostication in 4 years. And look at that, Lily Skinner staying underneath the water for half the length of the pool, too. That is insane. Her technique is just second to none. And was there ever any doubt, Lily Skinner wins it by more than half the length of the pool, a 1:23. Second place goes to Angel Germain, just barely over Emma Williams. Fourth is Abby Wilson, who's several seconds behind her best time, but Wilson also a freshman. This Union squad extremely young, and that's one of the things that Coach Gorman told me before this meet is, hey, there's a lot of youth, but there's a lot of talent here, and as time goes on, that talent will develop. Time for the boys' 100-meter breaststroke now. Five swimmers in this as well. Owasso does not have any entrants in this. Lane 1, Carson Sams of Broken Arrow. Lane 2, Gavin Garcia of Broken Arrow. Lane 3, Sam Brooks of Union. Lane 4, Dustin Allen of Union. Lane 5, Holden Carruth of Broken Arrow. And first off the block is Garcia who's put up a great showing in this meet so far, hoping to carry that over to the 100-meter breaststroke. However, first to turn, Sam Brooks. It's Garcia and Brooks right now, pulling out a comfortable lead over all the others. Turns nearly identical. Brooks and Garcia, men on a mission. Look at that separation, 38.68 to 38.75. How often do you see two swimmers separated by less than 1/10 of a second? This is about as exciting as swimming can get. Brooks barely edging out Garcia. But it's still anyone's race as we get to the final finish, and Brooks takes it, and a nod and a fist bump of respect. You love to see it. Sam Brooks and Gavin Garcia just put on a show here at the Union Aquatics Center. And now, if you need a deep breath after that, it's time for one, because we're about to have the girls' 400-meter freestyle relay. Just one heat of this. 2 events left. Both of them 400-meter relays, the traditional enders for swim meets. Just 2 events left here. We hope you've enjoyed sticking with us this entire time here on the Union Sports Network. In lane 2 is Union Team A. Lane 3, Owasso Team A. Lane 4, Broken Arrow Team A. And lane 5, Broken Arrow Team B. Because Broken Arrow is the only school who brought enough swimmers here to be able to have 2 relay teams. And right now it's Union Team A in the lead, thanks to Monica McMahon. If I had to get inside of the mind of Coach Lynn Gorman, I think that she is putting it all on this race, because before this meet, she highlighted to me the 4 swimmers on Union who she really thinks could do something special in this meet. And all 4 of them are in this relay. This is the best that Union has to offer. But they are closely matched by Broken Arrow's best on offer. So there's the changeover. Macy McClellan comes in for Union, and Shelby Alley comes in for Broken Arrow. Very small lead right now, commanded by Alley. But Union now on the back of Macy McClellan makes that first turn. And that lead is now 2 seconds. How about that? And you look at some of the Union swimmers cheering their friends on right now, and you can tell they're vibing, they're feeling it. There is something in the air, or more accurately, something in the water. And that gap is growing. Macy McClellan about to hand it off to Tegan Wilson. And Union keeps this momentum going. 2:21.4 as they are halfway through it. An 8-second lead over Broken Arrow in second place. Union in a rhythm, but watch Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow's starting to come up a little bit. In fact, they may have taken the lead. Although that being said, only the timer went off for Union. So they may just be a length behind. No, Union still got this one. There we go, the fourth and final change. The first to do it is Union. Broken Arrow is a length or two of the pool back in the pack, as Union will now go to Dorothy Black, the freshman, to finish this one out. Broken Arrow in second place, finally making that changeover at 4:10, and Union's already completed almost their entire first. Down and back. Union's got 2 lanes on Broken Arrow. This is Union's race to lose. Unless Dorothy Black starts like swallowing a bunch of water, I think she's got it. Union's best time in this relay, 4:57 even. And they will miss that mark just ever so slightly, but they still have this particular race in the bag. And Union takes it comfortably. And now there is just one event left, as Union takes it by 30 whole seconds. Final event of the night, the boys 400-meter freestyle relay. And yes, I also forgot it was daylight savings time and was like, why is it so dark outside now? You can see through the windows on the left side of your screen. Four teams in this one as well. Same layout. Union A in lane 2. Lane 3 is Owasso A. Lane 4, Broken Arrow A. Lane 5, Broken Arrow B. Purely on paper, Owasso has the edge here, but Broken Arrow and Union might be closer than you think. So on paper, lane 3, Owasso, and in practice makes that first turn, but Broken Arrow keeping it close. That's Sam Soups, who is starting off this relay for Owasso. Broken Arrow and Caden Weingartner specifically coming up close in second. Union in third, that's Logan Hall, and Holden Carruth in lane 5 for Broken Arrow B. It is Soups and Weingartner as we go to the first changeover. Reaction time of swimmer number 2 will be a big determiner, and Owasso gets it. Vaughn Hearn, the freshman, comes in now. Broken Arrow goes to Jesse Sawyer. Sawyer, a sophomore. Union coming in with Trent Knight, the sophomore as well. Lots of young talent in this meet. Broken Arrow takes the lead. Union moves up to second. Owasso close behind. A 5-second gap between Broken Arrow and Union. Just 1 second, about 1.5 seconds between Union and Owasso. Jesse Sawyer really trying to blow this one wide open. Now we go to the next on the block. And if Sawyer put this one in the books, well, Tyler Steffen is about to close it. Broken Arrow's fastest swimmer is now in the pool, and boy, is he making his presence felt. Union still overtaking Owasso by about 5 seconds. But Tyler Steffen is a machine. This Tiger in lane 4 is on the prowl. Tyler Steffen makes it look so easy. And Steffen's already done. So it goes to Max Bello, who is no slouch in his own right. The promising sophomore. And Bello's going to close this one out for the Tigers. Even without seeing the results of the final tally, it's pretty safe to say Broken Arrow has come out on top in this three-way swim meet. Owasso finally makes their change to Caden Tyler. Broken Arrow B goes to Cale Dowers. But Max Bello's performance here, in fact, the entire Broken Arrow A team, their performance here really is emblematic of how this meet has transpired. Complete and utter domination. It's been a race for second place, and Max Bello closes it out. Union trying to secure second place. Grant Faulkner will grab the silver. The 4:30. 4:34 for Owasso. They were able to fend off the Rams. Broken Arrow B will be last in the pool. But there we are, 22 events at a breathless pace. And this wraps up this tri-dual meet here at the Union Aquatic Center. The final point tally is still coming. We don't know when it'll come, so we're just going to sign off now most likely, but I can tell you with relative confidence that Broken Arrow won both the men's and women's competition today. That being said, there were 6 different meets going on at this one. So they won at least, what, twice of those? I don't know, I can't do the math. It's rock, paper, scissors. We talked about this before. But just know that Broken Arrow had the best showing of any of these 3 teams. Now, unfortunately, this is my final broadcast with the Union Sports Network. Wish I could have stuck around longer, but I have accepted a new position to be a sports anchor, the other side of the country. It's exciting stuff, but it does mean that as one door opens, another one's going to close. But I've had an absolute blast in the last few months that I've spent here at the Union Sports Network, and I really will cherish this opportunity. And it has been a real honor and a true privilege to take part in the best high school broadcast in Oklahoma. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us and for sticking with me, not only through this swim meet, but for the entire fall and winter season so far. My name is Sam Gelfand, here for the Union Sports Network, and on behalf of Andy Irwin Natalie, Sydney, and all of us here from Union High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Though technically this is at the 6th and 7th grade center because that's where the Aquatics Center is, but it's high school competition. I make my point. Behalf of all of us, have a very good night wherever you may be.